So our first one is top down. Actually, I'm going to, when I do mine, I like to clip it to the board that it comes with. This helps me keep it in one place and gives my T-square something to grab onto. I actually keep it clipped on two ends of the same side, and I can do three sides without having to move them again. So the first one I'm doing is my bleed. My bleed is 16 or 13/16 from the top. 13/16. I actually have it pre-marked on my T-square. That's here. My bleed on the inside is 1/2. So I'm going to do about 3 lines down the side and then try to connect them. I actually like laying out comics. It is incredibly soothing for me. It is somewhere between drawing and not drawing. It's like a nice monotony. Back to the 13/16 over here. I'll try to do one more line right here. And then finally 1/2 inch over here. Move my paper clips. What I normally do is I draw all 3 lines all together, but for this demonstration, I'm going to show you each of the different ones I've talked about. All right, there is my bleed. Next is my trim line. My trim line is 1 inch from the top. Shoot, I did one of these wrong. I did my 1 3/8. Did one out of order. All right, there are my bleeds. That is the absolute max this paper will be cut to. Let's do our trim line. My trim line from the top is going to be 1 inch. And the bottom. And then from the sides, it's going to be 5/8 inches. and another 5/8 over here. Okay. And here. All right. There are my trim lines. You can see those are really close because they are going to, it is going to try to cut at the trim line, and that bleed is our margin. Bleed is our margin. So even if the margin is at its absolute max, we want to make sure we draw past there if our art is supposed to go off the page. Next, we're going to draw our safe area. Our safe area from the top is 1 3/8 inch in. Now, what I have done to make this faster is, I don't know if you can see those. I have marked a couple of spots on my ruler. I don't use this T-square for anything but comics, and so I need those often, and it makes doing this a lot quicker. So if you do this often, I recommend it, and especially if you have a cheap ruler like I do. All right, that is 1 3/8 in the top, 1 3/8 at the bottom. And on the side, it is going to be 1 inch in, 1 inch in. Last side. And there we go. That is a laid out comic. You can see my safe area right here. This is where all of my text and my panels that are not going to be full extended to the end are going to be. It is symmetrical, so there's not a top or a bottom. This one's actually going to be the cover of my comic, and I'll show that later when I start working on that. But this is how you lay out a comic page. And you can put notes up here. Remember, none of this stuff is going to be included in the final version. And so hopefully that clears everything up for you.